Hey guys, Mixed Media Girl here. So I promised you resin on a pumpkin. This is one of those little plastic pumpkins from Michaels. And I will just go over the materials real quick. So I'm using Stone Coat Countertops epoxy. I've already mixed it all up with the colors. And the colors that I'm using are Stone Coat Countertops black base tint and their blue glow powder. Very excited about that. So that's glow in the dark. And then a newer product from them, Alumilite orange translucent dye. Oops. And then I'm also using some of the chunky holographic black glitter from Just For You online UK. Okay. For some reason that word just didn't want to come out. So here's the issue with doing resin on an object that's not flat, is that it will just keep moving. It generally takes about 24 hours to dry. So whereas the acrylic paint will stop moving in just a little while, this stuff can take many, many hours, and then it can all run off. So we may have to do this in kind of some stages, but we're going to just start with this, and we're not going to put a lot on because, like I said, it will all just run off, and yeah, that would be a little pointless. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with a little bit for now, and then come back and do kind of another layer of it as needed. And I do want to get kind of full coverage to the best that I can, so I am gonna help it out with my hands as I go. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's an awesome orange. This orange is a new product for me, so cool. Okay, let's get all the way down to the bottom here. And it really doesn't even need that much more resin on it from this point, but we are going to put a little more on. All right, let's go with some of the chunky glitter. And who does not like holographic glitter? Okay, good. And then, of course, the blue glow. All right, good. And lastly, I'm going to go with just a little bit more black. And then that's literally it. We'll leave it and let it dry and hope that at least a good portion of it stays on there. And we have an awesome pumpkin. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll bring the phone down so that you guys can see how it looks right now, because it's going to look totally different tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll come back when it's all dry. So here's how it looks right now. You can see the black is still running down there. You can see some of that glitter right there. And the blue glow is pretty transparent. So it's not really meant to be seen. It's just meant to glow in the dark. So tomorrow, once this is all dry, we'll try that out and see how that works. So far, this is looking pretty killer though, so I hope that this stays as much the same as possible. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. All right, so we're back. It's all dry. I actually think it came out great. So a lot of it did run off, and it's definitely lighter. And then some spots at the middle, at the bottom, still got missed, but I think it looks great. Super happy with it. And I did want to show you guys one other thing. I actually did a second pumpkin at the same time, but with this one, because I have enough left over from this, but with this one, I did something a little different. Well, first of all, I left the bottom on here on purpose, so it was kind of like, this is supposed to be like a creepy Halloween pumpkin. But I came back after a couple hours, and I took the partially cured resin that I had left over, which was red and orange, or black and orange, I mean, and I drizzled that on there. So you can see it came out much darker because it was already partially cured. So I thought that was actually a great idea. And I think if I did another pumpkin, I'd do that same thing, because look how cool that is. So now the last thing to do is we're gonna see how glow in the dark this is. So 1 second. All right, so I do have my black light on here. Now remember, this has been sitting in the garage. It's not like it's been out in the sun or anything. And I think if I left it out in the sun, it would be pretty awesome. But you'll see, hopefully you can kind of see, there's parts that look purple, and then there's parts that look more blue. So the parts that look more blue are really the glow. I'm just charging it a little bit more with the black light here, and then I'm going to turn it off so we can see. So I'm going to hold this up here. Hopefully we can see this. Here we go. I have other glow in the dark paint under there. All right, well, I can actually see it. It just is really hard to show on the camera, unfortunately, it looks like. But it does definitely have glow. I think it'd be a little better if I charged it a little longer. Definitely not as effective as this glow in the dark paint over here. I think I am going to do another one of these, and I'll probably paint it with the glow in the dark paint first. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I think it looks super cool. You can also do the acrylic pour on it and then seal it with resin, but I like the effect that the resin gets. And I definitely recommend taking some of the partially cured, like coming back a few hours later and throwing some more of that resin on there. And I'm going to let this dry, and it's going to be part of my pumpkin. And I think that'll be really cool. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a happy Halloween month. I will see you all next time.